From Amateur Radio Newsline Report number 2297, this is Ham Nation Headlines for Wednesday, November 10th, 2021. Our top story follows a recent tragedy that claimed the life of a well-known ham. Investigators say it'll be a long while before they learn what caused the fatal plane crash that killed this noted DXer.
The National Transportation Safety Board has said it will take at least a year before investigators complete their study of the crash on October 21st that claimed the life of a popular, well-known DXer and contester. William Roberts, AA4NC of Apex, North Carolina, was piloting the small aircraft when it crashed in a wooded area not far from the airport shortly after takeoff. A licensed commercial pilot, William was killed along with another passenger. 2 children were also on board and were hospitalized for treatment for their injuries. Keith Holloway, a spokesman for the NTSB, told Newsline in an email that it was too early in the investigation to determine what caused the crash of the single-engine plane, a Mooney M20J, which belongs to William Roberts. William, who was 61, was an enthusiastic DXer and an avid contester who took part in the first World Radio Sport Team Championship competition in 1990 and returned to be a judge at the event in Germany in 2018. He is also listed on the DXCC Honor Roll. For Amateur Radio Newsline, I'm Jack Parker, W8ISH.
There are plans to honor a historic telegraphy center in Poland with a special museum exhibit.
A new museum planned in Poland is working on rebuilding a transmitter formerly used by the Transatlantic Radiotelegraphic Broadcasting Centre in Warsaw. That station once enjoyed one of the highest profiles in Europe. Its radio towers were the world's second tallest, and the station itself enjoyed a role as a busy centre for important communications between Europe and the United States. According to a story in the American Polish Eagle, half of the telegrams sent from Europe to people in the US were transmitted via this Warsaw station. Its 10 towers stood 126 metres tall, the equivalent of more than 430 feet, and its 2 200-kilowatt transmitters reliably reached North and South America. The museum, planned by the Electronics Faculty of the Military University of Technology, hopes to recognise this station in its array of exhibits, and with a radio station that will broadcast the historic station's history on the shortwave frequencies. The station was used during the Second World War to send messages to Japan and German U-boats by the German occupying forces, who destroyed it before leaving it at the end of the war. For Amateur Radio Newsline, I'm Ed Durant, DD5LP.
And finally this week, a little slice of life, or maybe a little slice of pizza, or maybe both. Well, if you enjoy pizza and you enjoy Morse Code, you might enjoy a pie with everything on it, including some dits and das.
The pizza delivery chain Papa John's has just cracked the code to a clever marketing scheme, and it's using CW to make it happen. The popular Call of Duty video game, played on Xbox, PlayStation and Windows, has partnered with the pizza maker to launch the game's latest version, Call of Duty Vanguard, which features a World War II theme with 4 leading characters, military officers from Great Britain, the US, Australia and the Soviet Union. Now it also features pizza for those playing the game. By ordering a Morse Code kit in advance from the pizza maker, players will be able to get a kit that lets them crack the code they need to translate into CW. Each code corresponds to a different topping for their pie. The kits become available in the UK later this month. Giles Codd, the pizza chain's UK marketing director, said the campaign also underscores the company's partnership with the Call of Duty Endowment, which assists military veterans in the UK in finding jobs. Whether any pizza orders will be placed from Bletchley Park remains to be seen. For Amateur Radio Newsline, I'm Jeremy Bucci for NJH.
And that's all from the Amateur Radio Newsline, your independent source for amateur radio news for 4 decades and counting at arnewsline.org. With Jack Parker, W8ISH, Ed Durant, DD5LP, Jeremy Boot, G4NJH, Karen Eve Murray, KD2GUT at the news desk in New York, and our news team across the globe, I'm Don Wilbanks, AE5DW 73. We'll see you next time here on Ham Nation.